Multilingual AI has a coverage problem. Most capable models perform well in English, and a handful of high resource languages then drop off sharply for everything else. Cohere Labs, after almost 1 year, has come up with something new, which is trying to address this with Tiny Aya, an open weight model family, as you can see on your screen, built around a 3.35 billion parameter base that covers 70 plus languages. The emphasis here is deliberate and is on lower resource one across Africa, South Asia, West Asia, and the Asia Pacific region. The base model, the Tiny Aya base, provides a shared multilingual backbone, while the instruction tuned variants branch off from there. This is Fahad Mirza, and in this video we are going to install the Tiny Aya Global locally, and I will also describe various other variants for different regions as they are quite interesting. I'm also going to tell you all about its architecture in as simple words as possible and about the coverage. You can see that we have been covering these Aya models from day one, and I have covered each and every model of them, and it was quite surprising when they went quiet for the last 1 year or so. Especially their command R models are quite good for RAG purposes. Anyway, let's get it installed, and of course please become a member and subscribe to the channel and follow me on X if you're looking for AI updates without any hype. So I'm going to kick off the installation and we will keep talking about the model. This is my Ubuntu system. I have one GPU card, NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. I'm creating a virtual environment, and if you are looking to rent a GPU like me, you can follow Mass Compute. The link is in video's description. I will also give you a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. So this is the Tiny Aya Global which we are going to install shortly. The architecture of this global model and all of the rest of the models for region specific stuff, like you see, this is Asia Pacific one, which is really interesting. They have for Africa, West Asia, Europe, and South Asia. Tiny Aya Global for balanced performance across all 67 supported languages, and then they have these three specialized models which are quite interesting. Let me actually show you here. The naming checks out too. So you see they have this earth model, then they have fire model and the water model. Earth is for Africa and West Asia, fire for South Asia, and water for Asia Pacific and Europe, each trading some global breadth for deeper regional grounding. Okay, let's go back. Our virtual environment is created. Let me install all the prerequisites, and which is simply the torch and transformers, and I'm just going to run this. This is all we need to do. It is going to take a couple of minutes. While that happens, let's talk a bit more around the model. Now we know about the coverage of the model, and if you look at the architecture, it uses an optimized transformer with a notable design choice. Three layers use sliding window indentation with a 4K token window for efficient local context modeling, while a fourth layer uses full global attention. So the entire context window is 8K, which is very small, and I think this is one area where they could improve, but then their use case is translation. And for translation, I think they believe the 8K context window is good enough. Now, if you look at the benchmarks, they are very interesting. So you see, the Tiny Aya Global sits well above comparable 3 to 5 billion models like Gemma and Gemma 3-4 billion, and also the Quen 3-4 billion in generation quality across 66 languages, and even competes with much larger models like Ministrol 14 billion. Though it's worth noting that reasoning heavy tasks like math remain a relative weakness. So don't use it for coding or math or even complex strategy. I would say use it for translation and any inter language tasks, because these are specialized for that. Okay, everything is installed. Now this is a gated model, which means that you would need to go to Hugging Face page and accept the terms and condition. Just put in your name and all that after logging in, and you should be good to go. I already have accepted it with my login. So you would need to log into Hugging Face, grab your read token from your profile from Hugging Face. I am now already logged in. And now let me launch my Jupyter notebook and then we will download the model and play with it. Okay, now let's download this model. And there are a couple of shards of it. It's not a huge model, which is good. The model is loaded and now I am doing a cross-lingual test. So I'm asking it to explain what wabi-sabi means in Japanese culture, then explain it in Hindi and then in Swahili. So let's see how it performs. And there you go, the model has come back with the response. So if I check out all the translations which it has done so far in all these three languages, it has handled all these languages quite competently, I would say, because it has maintained conceptual accuracy and consistent structure across English, Hindi, and Swahili, which is exactly the cross lingual coherence Tiny Aya is designed for. But there is one notable slip is that I think in Hindi output it is mixing some of the scripts, as you can see, like wabi sabi instead of fully translating or using the proper Hindi script. And Swahili looks okay, but if you are that native language speaker, please let me know. I would take your advice for it. Let me do a more comprehensive test in various languages. So I'm asking you to translate the sentence, this spend less than what you earn, and all that stuff in more than 50 languages across the world, which covers almost all the languages it supports, and even some which it hasn't mentioned in its data set. So let's see how it goes about it. I am going to run this, and while it runs, let's check the VRAM consumption. So it is consuming just under 7 gig of VRAM as it is fully loaded onto the GPU. So quite lightweight model. So you can simply run it on a commodity GPU easily. Okay, so let's wait for it to come back. By the way, it takes a bit of a time, like a minute or so, in order to produce the result. Okay, so it has come back with the response. I have checked few and it is spot on, but please help me out here. If this is your native language, please check it out. I'm just going to scroll through and I will take your advice. Just put it in the comments. What do you think about the translation? So you see many of the European languages, Standard Arabic, and other languages. So I'm just going to scroll through. Indonesian looks good, and these are some of the low resource languages, some of the Indian regional languages, and then Turkish is there, some Southeast Asian languages, some Chinese dialects, and then Filipino Tagalog, Urdu is there, German, Azerbaijani from the land of fire, and then Dutch, Czech, Kurdish, Serbo-Croatian. I'm not sure about it. If you're from Serbia, please let me know. Serbian is a different language or Serbo-Croatian is the language. If they are different, I will just separate them out for the next test. And then, some of the other languages. I think you see this is where model is hallucinating in Cambodian. It doesn't know about Cambodian. So no, I think this is something which they need to fix because if it doesn't know about some languages, it shouldn't just start doing these sort of things. It also has missed doing some of these. So I will remove what it has done and I will rerun it. And this is the rest of the lot, including Icelandic, Finnish, Greek, and few other languages. Please check them out and let me know what you think. As far as I can see, the model has performed quite well in terms of its data set and the translation. And it seems that it is not just trying to be the smartest model in the room, it's trying to be the most useful one in the rooms that bigger models never reach, which is a good approach, I would say. Let me know what do you think. Again, please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member. Please also follow me on X if you're looking for AI updates without any hype. Thank you for all the support.